Our today's lesson is properties of matter. So you have to open your books, science books, lesson 1, page number 10 and 11. Let's open our books to page number 10. Some properties you can observe with your senses. You can measure other properties. When we are studying the matter and its states, we can use our senses, we can see it, we can touch it, we can feel it to know the properties. Like I can see the water is a liquid. I can see this by my eye. And I can see that ice is solid. I can even know the difference of their temperature by touching them. If I touch, I'll know that ice is cold and water is, it could be cold, it could be warm, but ice is too cold. Now we can see by our senses the properties of matter, and we can even measure the properties of matter using some tools. For example, here I have a thermometer. With the help of thermometer, I can see if the water is cold, or it's hot, or it's too hot, or it's too cold. I can measure exactly how hot or cold a matter is. So here they are saying some properties you can observe with your senses. You can see from with your senses, eyes. You can touch and you can see the difference. Think about liquid water and frozen water. Here I've got liquid water and I've got frozen water. What is a frozen water called? It's ice. Water is liquid, and ice cube is frozen water. It is liquid and it is solid, right? This is liquid and it's water, and the ice cubes are solid. I can see this with my eye, and even I can touch and know the difference of their temperature. Liquid water can be cool, it could be warm or hot. I can even touch and understand if it's hot, if it's cold, if it's warm. Also, I can measure their temperature. I can use a thermometer to put inside the water and exactly measure how hot or how cold is the water. Now, cause and effect. If you freeze water, what is the effect? Now, this is water. If I'm going to freeze it, let me write here freeze. That means I'm going to put in my freezer. What will happen after a few hours? It will turn into ice. If I freeze water, it will turn into ice. I'll put it in a freezer. It will turn into ice. Or I can write the cause is freeze. I will freeze the water and it will turn into ice. What could cause an ice cube to turn back into liquid? Now, this was the original thing, water, and what I did was to freeze it. I put it in my freezer, and this cause made this effect. It turned it into ice. Now let me think. They're asking what would cause an ice cube to turn back into liquid water? How can I turn back this ice back into water? Any ideas? Yes, I'm going to put it out, or I can warm it, or I can put it just outside in the, just it needs to get warm to turn back from ice to water. Next, they're asking, could you use ice cubes to build a toy house in a warm room? Why or why not? Now, can we use ice cubes to build a toy house? And also they're telling it's a warm room. Can we? Can we build a toy house with a ice cube in a warm room? Now you have to tell me why or why not. Okay, next. What we are going to do, we have to label each item as solid, liquid or gas. Let's see. This is liquid. This is water. So water is a liquid. So I'm going to write here liquid. Okay. These they are showing here a cube of ice. I know ice is solid. So I'm going to write here solid. Let me bring it up so it should be visible to you. Next, they are asking, they're pointing to these small bubbles. I think this kind of bubbles we usually see in our soft drinks and like in 7 Up. You can see these small bubbles. These are actually gas particles inside the liquid. When they are inside the liquid, they appear like this. So I will write here, it's gas. Now let's turn to page number 11. Here we have got some objects that we have to study whether we can use them to make a toy kit or no. You all already know that this is Dr. Ashish. She is toy engineer. She is looking for the materials to make a toy kit. Let's read it. Build with solids, liquids and gases. Let's think. Can we build with solids better or liquids or gases? Which things are better to build with? If we are going to build something strong, something powerful, some objects do a job better than others. You can observe the properties of an object. We can see the properties of object and think, will it be a strong thing to use to build up our kit? You can see if the object would be good for a job. Let's see. First thing what we have to see that we have three objects, a balloon filled with air, a block of solid wood, and I have got a bottle of water. First thing what we have to see is what type of matter is it. So let me see. There is gas inside balloon, so I can write gas. This is a solid and this one is a liquid. Water is liquid. What next I have to see, because we have to find out something good and durable, very strong to build a kit. Let's see what properties are there. I think air is a gas and it's too weak. It's not okay. It's not strong. We can write it's not strong. It's not strong to build a toy kit. Let me make it small. Okay. Now a piece of wood is, yeah, really it's strong. It's strong. We can use it to build something, and something very strong can be used to build. Okay. Water, I don't think so. It's strong because it will flow away. If it goes in another place, it will flow away all. We cannot say it's strong. It's not strong. It's not strong. So it's not strong things we cannot use to build a kit. So I will write here not strong. Is it useful for building? This balloon, is it useful for building? I don't think so. Because it's not strong, it's not useful for building. We cannot build anything out of a balloon or a gas. Now, is the wood block useful for building? Yes, I'm sure it is useful for building. It can be used for building because it's so strong. Now, do you think water is useful for building? Can we build something with water? No, we cannot build anything with water because it will flow away. It cannot hold anything. It is not strong. Now you have to do what? Classify objects as solids, liquids, or gases. Record your data in a chart. What objects would you put in your kit and why? What you're supposed to do, you have to look around in your house and you have to list names of some things around in your house. Maybe they can be gas, they can be solids, they can be liquid. First, you have to make columns and write in each column which things are gas, which things are solid, and which things are liquid. Then you have to decide which ones you can use to make a toy kit. You can use in your toy kit.